started when I was standing at my kitchen window, and we had just taken down the swing set, and I was envisioning my backyard, and I said, honey, come here, look. I see a pond back there, because there was a slope, and it was a natural waterfall. And then the next day I took a garden hose out there and I patterned it out, and I originally built our first pond. And where Nick comes in, Pond King Water Garden, my pond looked way too bouldery, and I saw his sign in his front yard, and I called him and asked him to come over and give me advice on how to make my pond look more natural. And he was very gracious in his critique of my pond, said all the nice things he liked about it and all the other things that could be improved. So I hired him on the spot to redo my original pond. And he kept the same design that I had. I had an upper pond with a stream, an upper waterfall and a pond and a stream, and a lower holding pond and a waterfall and a stream that emptied into the little pond. So he kept my original design, and I loved what he did so much that I hired him the following year, and we turned our 300-gallon pond into a 2,000-gallon pond. The first reconstruction building process went very smoothly. I disassembled it, and he came in, he had a clean slate, and he could just do his Mother Nature magic, I call it. I mean, it's so beautiful. The second pond, we had Mother Nature to deal with, because it took 3 weeks of battling rain, and it actually snowed. It snowed the first week he was going to come out and do it, and that was at the end of May. But weather played a part. But after he got started, he had a plan, he had a crew, he dug the hole, got the supplies.
Can we add?
And the only thing I'll add is, like, for us, the Pond King did the work, and he's not just somebody we hired, he's also now a friend of ours. So, you know, he's always open to asking him questions, or, you know, should the pump be doing this, or should the water be this way, or this color, stuff. Yeah, so he's more than just, you know, contracting it out and done and running away, and then being done and never seeing them again.
We have him come out in the spring to drain it and power wash it for us. Then we fill the pond with water, and we have a weekly maintenance dose of beneficial bacteria that we put in every week. And I did purchase the Iongen system, and that takes care of all the string algae. I did not have any string algae, and I highly recommend investing in the Iongen system. It just puts a gentle amount of, what is that in there? They put that
Copper.
They infuse a little bit of copper into the water, and the copper stops any algae growth. And if there is any algae that grows in there, the fish will consume what's left. Yeah.
So not too hard?
Nope, not too hard at all.
But our fish have been in here 3 or 4 winters. We were surprised after we had it expanded the first year that we actually ended up with baby fish. We probably had close to 40 babies hatch naturally in the pond, which, if the fish like it enough to spawn, it must be very natural for them.
I think that's it. It's a natural ecosystem, because Nick incorporates a wetland filter where the plants help keep the water clean. The fish waste feed the plants. It's a whole ecosystem. The pond looks completely different from daytime to nighttime. The lights in the pond set off the features of the boulders, and the fish are just beautiful at night when the light hits them. It's like having 2 different water features in your backyard, because they look different from night and day. Like you were here last night, and you didn't see all the plants. Now you're here, you see all the plants and how they're going through their bloom cycles.
And I like the daytime. You know, you come home from work, or on a weekend, you cut the grass, you do some stressful work or whatever. It's nice to just sit back, listen to the pond, watch the fish swim around, and just kind of put you back in your zen mood of, you know, the nice peaceful place. It's our little touch of up north Minnesota, but we're down south.
And our neighbors love it. All the neighbors around us, they tell us how they can't wait for spring to come so they can open their windows and hear the waterfall running. I mean, it just doesn't, you don't just hear the sound of the water in our backyard, you hear it from all the way around my neighborhood. Oh, absolutely. Yep, they keep it so natural. It looks like Mother Nature dropped it in your backyard. He listens to what the customer wants, and he allows us to put in our 2 cents. It's not his pond, it's our pond with our ideas, but his imagination. Add is the key word here. After we were done with our big 2,000-gallon pond, we added another berm with another waterfall. It's expandable. It's hard to believe, but it is. It's expandable,
And she's thinking about adding a pondless waterfall in the front yet too.
yes,
So,
yeah, and it'll be different. Back here we have the fieldstone boulders, but in the front yard I like to have the bluestone boulders to make it look more like Split Rock Lighthouse, the cliffs, and back here we have Lake Itasca or Lake Superior boulders.
so it's addicting.
It is. Once you start, you can't stop.
Okay.
And now I just want to share it and give curb appeal to our neighbors. So now they'll see what a beautiful addition to your home a water feature can be, and hopefully they'll get one too.
Okay, cool. And would you go through the Pine King Water Gardens for the front one?
Oh yes.
Definitely.
Yep. And Erica is an excellent salesperson. I mean, she's very persuasive.
Honey, did it tell you that we went live?
Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Pond King. That was just a wonderful interview, wasn't it? We cannot say thank you enough to our clients for being willing to sit on camera and talk about what it was like to work with Pine King Water Gardens. We are so thankful. Make sure to hit like here and subscribe to make sure that you get to see any of the new videos we release. We have a lot of footage we're working on. We still have 3 more clients that we have interviews to put together with.